Hi, I'm Chuck Lionberger with Roanoke County Public Schools, and joining me is Dr. Jamie Soltis, new superintendent for Roanoke County Public Schools. First and foremost, Dr. Soltis, congratulations on becoming superintendent.
Thank you very much.
So you're no stranger to Roanoke County Public Schools. In fact, your time with Roanoke County Public Schools actually begins as a student. Kind of tell me about that.
Yes, sir. So I actually was part of Roanoke County Schools when Salem was also part of Roanoke County Schools. So I started my educational career at G.W. Carver Elementary School, where I went till 4th grade. And then when Salem split, I went to Fort Lewis for 5 and 6, and then Glenver High School 7 through 12, because back then there was no middle school.
And then after, of course, doing some college work, you came back to Roanoke County Public Schools. How did your professional time begin?
Yeah, so I started off as a teacher at William Byrd High School, where I also coached cross-country track and wrestling and taught biology and chemistry. Loved my time there, loved the kids at William Byrd, loved the staff at William Byrd. It was an amazing place to get started. The science department there welcomed me with open arms and really helped me along the way. And then from there, an opening popped up at Glenver, and Glenver was like a family to me as a child. So I took the opportunity to transfer to Glenver High School, where I became a chemistry teacher and a biology teacher and coached those same 3 sports, and then became an assistant principal at Glenver High School, and then moved on to being the principal at Glenver Middle School, and then the principal at Glenver High School, and then the director of instruction for Roanoke County Public Schools.
You spent a little bit of time at Salem, where you were an assistant superintendent, and then very recent, in the last couple of years, you came back and were the deputy superintendent, working under Dr. Nicely, and now superintendent here. So one of the things I wanted to talk a little bit about, and you have a story that you tell going back to your high school days, that there was an individual that made a tremendous difference. And we talk a lot about teachers making a difference in the lives of our students, and you have a story that you tell about your wrestling coach. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about the difference your wrestling coach made?
Yeah, so actually Coach Myers didn't just coach me in wrestling, he coached me in cross country and track as well, so he coached me in 3 sports. So, I grew up a little rough. I don't want to get into a whole bunch of the details, but when I ended up at high school, Coach Myers really became a father figure to me, and he took me under his wing, and I had him as an earth science teacher, and then he also let me be his teacher's aide. He gave me a job during the summers painting with him. He paid for my school lunch. He would just, I learned from him the difference somebody in education can actually make in a child's life.
So taking that forward now, there's a phrase that you talk a lot about, and this phrase kind of popped up when you were an administrator at Glenver, and that's leave no doubt. What does leave no doubt mean to you?
Yeah, so it's kind of a motto I've had since I was a kid, and then I put it into practice when I was a wrestling coach at Glenver, actually, when the year we won the state title. And what leave no doubt means to me is if I can look in the mirror and know I did everything I could possibly do that day to whatever I was working on or whatever my goal was, and I've left no doubt, then I can lay my head down at night and know I've done the best I can. So for me, it became a school mantra as well, that every staff member, every student worked every day, every administrator worked every day to ensure that they could look in the mirror when they were brushing their teeth at night and know they left no doubt. Because you can't lie to the man in the mirror. And if that happened, results and everything are going to take care of themselves.
Now you take leave no doubt as superintendent, and you're marrying that with opportunity ready, and building upon the work that many great leaders in Roanoke County Public Schools. We've been very, very blessed to have some amazing leadership from amazing superintendents, most recently folks like Dr. Lang, Dr. Nicely, who you just replaced, and carrying that idea of opportunity ready to a whole new level. How do you see doing that? Because that's really what's next for us.
Yeah, so what's really unique is I was the director of instruction when Dr. Nicely started the Opportunity Ready mission. Actually, I was a principal when he first started it as the director of instruction. And it's something I truly believe in. Content knowledge is important, and kids passing SOL tests are important, but it's not the whole picture. We need to prepare kids to be able to enter into the workforce, employment, enlistment, whatever. We need to make sure they have the skills necessary to do that. As my time in working with CTE, I never went to a business and they said, well, what'd that kid get on their algebra SOL? It was, could they do the opportunity ready skills? So my big belief is if we're going to look in the mirror and leave no doubt, then we have to make sure we have systems put in place that allow all students the opportunity to become opportunity ready, which means looking at our instructional systems, our assessment systems, all those different systems, and make sure they're aligned for the balance that we strive for, to where our kids are still being successful on state standardized tests and things of that nature, but that they're also being equipped with the opportunity ready skills that are, in my opinion, going to really behoove them in life.
So what do you see as, with that in mind, as kind of your top priority or two for the coming year and or years?
Yeah, so I'd say that's actually, safety is obviously a number one priority, which Roanoke County's public schools has done an amazing job of ensuring that our students are safe. And then that would be my number two priority is basically, or 1A, is basically to ensure that we're getting those systems in place to guarantee every kid the opportunity to become opportunity ready. Because if we're going to say all students, then it's got to be all students, and it can't fall victim to the teacher lottery or to, I have opportunities outside of the school division to develop these skills, because not all kids have that unique, those experiences.
And this kind of leads also and dovetails nicely with an effort that we've talked about before about the Carnegie Foundation and our work, one of only 24 school divisions across the nation, to chart the course for the future of high school instruction. How do you see all of this coming to play and benefiting not only the students but also the staff of Roanoke County Public Schools?
Well, it's actually instrumental in helping us move the mission along. So, for example, this past year we worked with different groups, and it's private schools, charter schools, public schools. We're part of those 24, and everybody in a different state has different rules they have to follow, right? But to steal smart from other school divisions, and also for other school divisions to steal smart from us, have given us additional ideas. So the next iteration of the Carnegie Foundation work, which we're entering in now, is actually progressions, which is mapping out in the curriculum, what does communication look for a third grader, what does it look like as a fifth grader, and being able to collect evidence along the way to show parents and kids and stakeholders that the kids have attained these skills. Because I also want it to be meaningful for everyone, not just us. I'm not in this to win a trophy or to get plaques for Roanoke County Public Schools. I'm truly in it for the kids and making sure every kid can reach their full potential, and that's what Coach Myers taught me. It's about working for the kids. And so at the end of the day, we need to involve more businesses, more parent stakeholders, to make sure that when our kids graduate with that opportunity ready seal, it gives them a leg up, whether it be with college admissions people. That's another stakeholder group we need to invite. Business and industry, they need to know that if a kid comes to them with that seal, that they can testify that that kid is going to be able to communicate, collaborate, critically think. And that's the ultimate goal.
It's an exciting time here at Roanoke County Public Schools. Dr. Soltis, congratulations, and we look forward to an amazing work for not just this year, but for the years to come.
Thank you, Chuck, and I'm very honored to be in this position. Thank you very much.